I call to order the Riverview Community School District Board of Education regular meeting for August 27th, 2024. Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
President Bork.
Here.
Vice President Dominski.
Here.
Secretary Walker here. Treasurer Davis.
Here.
Trustee Meeks.
Here.
Trustee Toth.
Here.
Trustee O'Brien's excused.
Next, we'll have our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next, we'll go to guest and visitor comments for the 2-minute session. The purpose of the public participation portion of the meeting is to provide an opportunity for the citizens to share their thoughts with the board. Personal concerns are best handled through proper channels. Questions requiring investigation will be referred to the superintendent for consideration. Are there any guest and visitor comments? Seeing none, next we'll move on to new employee introduction and welcome. Superintendent Hatzel. Microphone.
Good evening, everyone. We would like to welcome some of our new staff this year joining our Riverview Community School District team. So I'm going to have a couple district people I bring up first, and then the respective administrators will introduce the rest of the folks here tonight. So our first introduction is not new to Riverview, but she's new to the position. This summer, Miss Angie Maxson was named the Assistant Superintendent for Riverview Schools. She's served as principal for Memorial Elementary for the past 10 years, taught at Seats for about 10 years before that. So she's been with us for most of her career, already off and running, and is going to do a fantastic job in central office. So Angie, come on up and introduce yourself to the board one more time. Next, we have a returner to Riverview. We always like to say, once a pirate, always a pirate. So joining us as a special coach for elementary mathematics is Miss Shelley Zuleski, who was a teacher at the middle school for 22 years, taught math at Seats, and then left for a few years to Lincoln Park, celebrated her retirement, and then through some coaxing has come back to join us and help us find a perfect math curriculum for Riverview Schools. So come say hi again, Shelley.
For the record, it didn't take a lot of coaxing. Thank you.
Welcome back. You won't miss breakfast.
They had breakfast without me this morning.
Congratulations. You're good, you don't stay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and then obviously with Miss Maxson moving from Memorial, we had to find a replacement for her, and she's graciously volunteered to introduce her replacement.
I am so pleased and so happy and excited to announce Eric Bro as our new principal that's joining our Pirate team. He has worked for 7 years as an administrator in the Melvindale Northern Allen Park District. And so lots of experience. Previous to that, he was working as special ed. And so in Allen Park, so many years, and those are great. That's a great background to have to come in and to join our principal team. Eric came highly recommended from his former superintendent and several of his peers. Eric has a wife, Maria, and he has 3 children. He graduated high school from Richard, so he is a downriver. That's his background, and so we're excited to welcome Eric to Riverview Community School District.
All right, you want me to do?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
let me
fine.
get it.
All right, and then Eric is going to get right into the fire here and introduce his new staff.
All right. First off, I want to say thank you to JJ, Angie, and the rest of the team that decided to bring me on. I'm super excited to be part of the memorial team along with Riverview Community Public Schools. Like Angie said, I have quite a plethora of experience, and I look forward to bringing it to Memorial. With that being said, I'm so happy that Angie's still here, and I get to learn from her. So that's a great thing that I'm very thankful for. All right, I only have one person. We have Henry back here. He is going to be our upper elementary resource room teacher at Memorial for this upcoming school year. Henry comes to us from Kalamazoo, Michigan. He's a recent graduate from Concordia University in Ann Arbor this past December. From there, he finished school teaching special education at Comstock Elementary, and his teaching approach is based on patience and focus on helping each student grow. And that is definitely something I can already tell with my conversations with Henry. Very student-focused. Outside of the classroom, he enjoys basketball, playing golf, cooking, video games, and spending time with family. And he was brought to Riverview by his fiance, Sam Dorn. So he kind of was recruited over here, so we're very happy that Sam brought him to Riverview. So very excited to have Henry as part of the Memorial team. So, thank you. Yes.
All right, next, we're going to introduce our new high school staff. Miss Firkus is here tonight to do that. Get up here.
Oh, gosh, okay. Hi, everybody. Best day of the year when everybody comes back, isn't it? I can't tell you how excited I am. How excited I am to introduce the 3 new members we have joining us at the high school this year. All 3 of them have already made their mark, even though it's so early in the year. We have new high school counselor Sarah Welniak, who I feel that really isn't even new anymore because she literally has worked nearly all summer learning her caseload, figuring out Schoology and Power School, and just, the ins and outs of high school. She came to us from Dundee, where she had been a high school counselor there. She also has a bachelor's degree in sociology. She attended Spring Arbor University. She has a master's degree in clinical mental health and school counseling. She worked with Lucas County Children's Services, right? I mean, hello, tons of experience that's so applicable and important to our kids. She currently resides in Carlton. She loves dogs, so I love her. One of us is a dog fan. And her hobbies include spending her time with her dogs and her family, and she has 2 brand new nephews, Theodore and Mason. Please welcome Sarah Welniak. All right, next we have also in the counseling office joining us is Miss Kristen Cooper, who I told our staff earlier today, we stole her. I mean, literally stole her. She came so highly recommended through DCTC. The DCTC director, John Nazarshevsky, and I used to work together in Southgate for years. And when he knew that we needed some support with getting work and paperwork and all the budgets done, he loaned us Kristen, bad mistake, John, loaned us Kristen at the end of last school year for a couple of months. And, she saw what an incredible place Riverview is and that we have the best people, the best students. Salma literally hugged her the first day she met her. That's how wonderful Salma is. And that is really how all of our kids are. And so Kristen came to us, as I already said, from DCTC. And she's also been a secretary in Colorado Springs. She loves to hike. She loves to travel. She's been all over the country. She loves spending time with her husband and her sons. And she right now is like a sponge, because those of you who know Michelle Corso, like, I wish I could be Michelle Corso, because she is imparting all of her wisdom into Kristen, and they FaceTime every day, and she's really been a great addition. So come on up, Kristen. Okay, and finally, Justine Frazak. So Justine and I have known each other since, I don't know, like middle school. We both are Southgate, sorry, my parents just moved to the wrong city. We're both Southgate grads. I'm older than she is, of course, but again, I feel like we had an amazing pickup. Justine initially worked in Grosse Ile, but she left Grosse Ile and went to then work for Plymouth Canton in the park, and did a ton of different activities with being an administrative assistant, did some curriculum and teaching, and really has a heart and a love for kids that was so evident, her joy and positivity. And we knew once we met her and the position was open, that she was someone that we wanted on our team. And already looking at what has happened to transform our office and counseling office and just how it's been enhanced has been just a great addition. Justine lives on Grosse Ile. We're not fans, okay? So it's okay, we love you, but she loves to boat, and she's got 3 children. She just graduated her youngest, and so I plan on using all of her spare time to have fun with us. So come on up, Justine.
Great job. Thank you, Ms. Firkus. Next, we have our Forest Elementary School principal, Ms. Janina Melli, to introduce her new additions to the Forest team.
Good evening. I have 2 of our new hires here tonight, which I'm super excited about. I think they will be a great addition to our team at Forest. First, I will introduce Brian McTaggart. He is our new speech and language pathologist. Brian is a Spartan, a Warrior, and a Bronco, as well as a lifelong Michigan resident, except for the 3 years he taught English in Daegu, South Korea. He has served as a school-based speech and language pathologist since 2018. He and his wife recently adopted a dog, Rodrigo, a spunky little guy from Texas. In his spare time, he enjoys reading, writing, camping, and nerding out with friends and family about an ever-growing variety of interests. Those are his words. Please welcome Brian McTaggart. All right, next up we have Margot Sketch, who, when I was teaching in Grosse Ile, I saw her walking the halls, and she was very studious and organized at that time, as she still is now. She is our new resource room teacher. She graduated from the University of Michigan Dearborn with a BA in elementary education. She's currently attending Western Michigan University through our Talent Together program to obtain an MA in special education. She was a substitute teacher for a little over a year and a long-term substitute in the Forest Resource Room this past school year, where she did a phenomenal job. The past 2 years, she was head coach of the Grosse Ile Youth League cheerleading as well as tumbling coach. In her free time, she also enjoys spending time with her family and friends. Please welcome Margot Sketch.
All right, and next, we're going to introduce our new Huntington staff. To do that tonight is our HR director, Ms. Jen Ekman, who, as you can see by all the talent in this room, has been extremely busy this summer. So I do want to give her kudos for helping us assemble an awesome staff. And it's been a little bit of frenetic pace here, and it will be until us in central office actually enjoy when the kids and teachers get back, because we kind of get to slow down because it's just our show until they do. But Ms. Ekman's going to introduce what? Oh, you're going to use that microphone. All right.
Sorry.
We'll allow it.
Sorry to veer from the norm here, but I need space. So I'm going to start with Miss Aline and Constantinos. Did I do it right? Sorry, I didn't. There was no way I was going to get that right, so I apologize. But she is joining us as our very first Talent Together intern. It's a program that's being run through, RISA in the state of Michigan. And we're really excited to have her join us in that capacity. She's going to be at Forest working with one of our teachers. And Aline has earned her bachelor's degree in business art management with a concentration in administration from Southern New Hampshire University in May of 2024. After working in the Riverview School District for 5 years, she was one of our RTIs. She developed a strong foundation in working with kids, which fueled her passion for teaching. She has been happily married for 20 years and has a son who attends Seats Middle School. She enjoys traveling with family and exploring new places. Cooking is another passion that she enjoys, and she loves trying different cuisines. So we welcome you, Aline. The next addition to the Huntington staff is Miss Emily Brown. She is joining us as speech and language pathologist, and she's really excited to join the Riverview Schools. She received her bachelor's and master's degrees in communication and disorders from Eastern Michigan University. It is her pleasure. She had the pleasure last year of covering for maternity leaves within the district, and is very happy to return to the school district. She also works part-time at the Downriver Speech Clinic in Riverview. She's born and raised in Downriver and currently lives in Wyandotte. In her free time, she enjoys reading books, drinking coffee, spending time with her boyfriend Joe, and heading up north with time with her family and friends, as well as taking her dog Barney for walks. Welcome, Emily. So the last member of our pirate team that I have the pleasure of introducing to you tonight is Sarah Keller. She is joining us at our ACP at St. Cyprian's. She is excited to become a Riverview pirate, and she graduated from U of M with her undergrad degree, has a master's in reading also from U of M. She pursued a master's from Central University in administration, along with receiving her special education director certification from Wayne State University. Before coming to Riverview, she worked at Garden City Public Schools as a GSRP teacher and then moved over to become a special education teacher. She's been married to her husband, Micah, for 11 years. They have two amazing boys, David and Tristan, who keep them very busy with sports, including football, hockey, basketball, and baseball. They have a dog named Artie, who's 11 years old, German short-haired pointer. In her spare time, she loves to read, do puzzles, spend time up north, and watch TV, and spend time with her family. So we welcome you, Sarah. Thank you for joining us. This was a very hard position.
Thank you, everyone. I promise they were all paraded up today at the staff introduction meeting. So I'm done parading you. Now it's on you to show your work in the classroom and in your support roles. So welcome to Riverview. You're going to love it here, and you're going to make a fantastic addition to our team.
I just want to say thank you to Superintendent Hatzel, our central office team, Mrs. Carl and Mrs. Ekman, and all those who collaboratively helped in the interview and hiring process for our new staff members, and all the work in the retaining and renewing our contracts for our current staff and returning pirates, and creatively structuring an amazing team. Our new hires and returning pirates are excellent additions to our pirate team, and I look forward to seeing all of your contributions to our kids' educational experience, our pirate pride, and making our district our shining centerpiece of our community. Next, we'll move on to item A45, acceptance of agenda. Do I have a motion?
President Bohr,
Vice President Dominski?
be it resolved, the Riverview Board of Education accepts the agenda for the August 27th, 2024 regular meeting.
Motion by Vice President Dominski. Do we have support?
Support.
Support by Treasurer Davis. Do we have any discussion? Hearing none. Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
President Bohr,
Yes.
Vice President Dominski,
Yes.
Secretary Walker, yes. Treasurer Davis,
Yes.
Trustee Meeks,
Yes. Sorry.
Trustee Toth,
Yes.
Treasurer Davis,
Yes.
Next, we'll have item A46, consent grouping. Do I have a motion?
President Bohr,
Trustee Toth?
be it resolved, the Riverview Board of Education accepts the minutes of the July 23rd, 2024 study session, the minutes of the July 23rd, 2024 regular meeting, approves the check registers and purchase card expense reports, approves the 2024-2025 virtual learning day plan, approves the individual contracts, approves the certified personnel contracts, and approves the fall coaches as all contained in the consent grouping.
Motion by Trustee Toth. Do we have support?
Support.
Supported by Trustee Meeks. Any discussion? Hearing none. Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
Secretary Walker, yes. Treasurer Davis,
Yes.
Trustee Toth,
Yes.
President Bohr,
Yes.
Vice President Dominski,
Yes.
Trustee Meeks.
Yes.
Next, we'll have board updates, administrative comments, legislative reports. Superintendent Hatzel.
I will defer to Selma, our student liaison, first to report.
Good evening, everybody. So today, Connection Club leaders got together and we hung up 1,200 locker decorations. I actually made all of them. And we also created the signs for freshman orientation. Tomorrow is sophomore and senior orientation, and seniors will be getting their composite pictures. And on August 29th, freshman orientation will take place, led by Connection Club leaders, and also junior orientation will be that day. Also that day will be the football home opener for the season versus Detroit Renaissance, and fall sports have already begun. On September 3rd, we will welcome students back to school. On September 5th, there will be an open house for the high school. On September 12th, we will have senior sunrise, and all month long, student council will work to prepare for homecoming. Thank you.
Thank you, Selma. I do want to reiterate, fall sports are in full swing. Our student athletes have actually been back to work for over the past month to make us proud of their respective disciplines. Good luck to all our coaches and players this fall. I do want to welcome all of our Riverview families to the 24-25 school year. Our staff has worked diligently to prepare for the start of the school year next week. We look forward to partnering with you for a memorable and successful experience. I do want to give a special thanks to the behind-the-scenes teams who have worked tirelessly this summer, including our tech departments, grounds and maintenance teams, and our office staff at the respective buildings. I do want to give a public note of appreciation to the City of Riverview Mayor Andrew Swift for helping to divert the Sibley Road construction project. With some help from our city leaders in Wayne County, we have been able to avoid some major headaches getting to and from our schools, and I want to thank everyone who helped with this reschedule. Our state legislation has been quiet due to the upcoming November election. Our only ask from an educational standpoint is to see some movement on a supplemental budget for safety and mental health, as those funding items were cut dramatically in the latest budget. So. And then Pirate families, I urge you to attend the many welcome back events at our schools as we cherish family involvement in your child's education. Please carve out some time to visit the building for all your upcoming open house and orientation evenings. You should have received some communication, or you can check out our updates at riverviewschools.com. We're really excited to start the school year. Enjoy the holiday weekend, and welcome back, Pirates.
Thank you, Superintendent Hatzel. And thank you, Selma, for the update. Next, we'll move on to new business, item A47, approve attendance policy. Superintendent Hatzel, background, please.
Regular attendance is a key factor in student achievement, as consistent participation in classroom instruction leads to improved academic performance, increased engagement, and the development of essential life skills. The Riverview Community School District's attendance policy has been updated and strengthened to reflect current best practices and align with state regulations. It is the recommendation of the superintendent that the Riverview Community School District attendance policy be adopted by the Board of Education effective immediately. The effectiveness shall be reviewed periodically, and adjustments may be necessary to ensure the continued success.
Thank you, Superintendent Hatzel. Do I have a motion?
President Bohr,
Trustee Meeks?
be it resolved that the Riverview Board of Education adopts the attendance policy as presented.
Motion by Trustee Meeks. Do we have support?
Support.
Supported by Vice President Deminsky. Any discussion? Hearing none. Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
President Bohr,
Yes.
Vice President Deminsky.
Yes.
Secretary Walker, yes. Treasurer Davis.
Yes.
Trustee Meeks.
Yes.
Trustee Toth.
Yes.
Next, we'll move on to item A48, approve exterior door replacement. Superintendent Hatzel, background, please.
Due to age and poor condition of some of our existing exterior building doors, we developed and solicited bids through an advertised RFP. Various doors at the high school, Seats Middle School, Memorial, and Forest were identified as needing to be replaced. IDN Door and Hardware was the only vendor to submit a response. Their bid proposal is within the industry standards for this project and meets all the specifications within the RFP. Attached is the submitted bid proposal form. After reviewing the bid, it is the recommendation of the Director of Operations, Mr. Gary Kennedy, that IDN Door and Hardware be awarded the project for a sum not to exceed $147,516.32. This project will be funded through 31 AA security grant funds.
Thank you, Superintendent Hatzel. Do I have a motion?
President Bohr,
Secretary Walker?
be it resolved, the Riverview Board of Education award the replacement of the district exterior doors project to IDN Door and Hardware for a sum not to exceed $147,516.32 to be funded by 31 AA security grant funds.
Motion by Secretary Walker. Do we have support?
Support.
Supported by Trustee Meeks. Any discussion? Hearing none. Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
President Bohr,
Yes.
Vice President Deminsky.
Yes.
Secretary Walker, yes. Treasurer Davis.
Yes.
Trustee Meeks.
Yes.
Trustee Toth.
Yes.
Next, we'll move on to guest and visitor comments for the 5-minute session. Any guest and visitors with comments for the 5-minute session? Next, we'll move on to items for discussion presented by board members concerning which no action can be taken.
President Bohr,
Trustee Meeks?
I'd like to congratulate our soccer coach, Mr. Z, on his 300th win. It was a real exciting game, and it was 1-0. And the band even played the fight song. The band was there for practice and even played the fight song at the end. It was very cool to see. Also, I'd like to, everyone who participated in the luau today, that was really nice. And Superintendent Hassel, your speech was spot on. It was really good. And lastly, I'd like to wish everyone a happy, healthy, and safe school year.
Thank you, Trustee Meeks.
President Bohr?
Trustee Toth?
I would also like to thank all the year-round employees that worked throughout the summer while all the kids were away, keeping the buildings going, keeping the grounds nice, making sure everything was ready to go when everyone came back last week. And I'd also like to thank everyone involved in all the hiring of these great new employees as well. It's really nice to get everybody hired and ready to go before the school year starts. I know often years we still have a few holes here and there all the way through the end of September, so it's really great to have as many people hired as we have at this point.
Thank you, Trustee Toth. I too want to thank Superintendent Hatzel for his leadership and his team for the continued focus on actions linked to the goals of our strategic plan. For example, the updated attendance policy, exploring new math curriculum, launching new science curriculum, safety and security upgrades, and also with the summer professional development, which focused on professional learning communities, which are very crucial for our district's success. And on behalf of the whole board, I want to wish our students, staff, and administration and families a very successful and safe start to the new school year. And I also want to thank our grounds and facilities director, Mr. Kennedy, for all their work through the summer, getting our buildings ready and in sparkling condition for the new year, and for implementing our safety and security upgrades. And I also want to wish our fall athletic teams, our marching bands, and our cheer teams all the best of luck and success in the upcoming fall season. Any other items for discussion? Hearing none, we'll go on to future business. Our September study session will be on Monday, September 23rd at 6:30 p.m. at RCHS. And our regular meeting for September will be here in the Riverview City Hall Council Chambers, Tuesday the 24th at 7 p.m. Next, I'll need a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Motion by Vice President Dominski. Is there support?
Support.
Supported by Trustee Toth. Any discussion? Hearing none, Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
President Bohr?
Yes.
Vice President Dominski?
Yes.
Secretary Walker, yes. Treasurer Davis?
Yes.
Trustee Meeks?
Yes.
Trustee Toth?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. Meeting adjourned at 7:34.